Hello to whoever is watching this or going to watch it or maybe watch it. This video is very interesting, and before we get into it, I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Chris. Without him, this probably wouldn't have happened. So yesterday I was trying to get something really old that I couldn't get anywhere else, but unfortunately GameStop didn't have it. So I decided to buy a pack of boosters for D&D. Now, for me personally, one set that's been like a curse was Monster Menagerie 1, and still is. Like, no matter how many boosters I get, or even if I get a brick, I'll get a crap ton of doubles. It's just, that set is cursed for me. That's just what it is, unfortunately. But every booster will have like that one figure, and the reason why I'm making this video is because of that one particular figure. Now, the thing is that I kind of cheated as well because the store had boosters on display, so I kind of was feeling them a little bit, which ones are heavier or not. Now, Monster Menagerie has one figure in particular that's heavier than any other. Now, if you go to a store and you get a Monster Menagerie box and you pick it up and it weighs really heavy, there can only be one figure that you're 95% sure you're guaranteed to get. And that's what this video is going to be about. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you what I actually got in the booster, which will also defuse a myth that is floating around from time to time. So let's just get right into it. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is the figure that I got. This is the Gelatinous Cube from Monster Menagerie 1. Now, as far as I know, and as you can see, it actually opens up, and you have this little base. The little base itself has like the gelatinous cubes kind of spreading in, like little skeleton remains of whatever this thing ate. And is it gonna? No, my camera refuses to zoom in. I apologize for that. So anyway, inside of it, as you can see, there's a base. This fits, we're going to get into this in a couple of minutes. This, basically, you could put a figure inside of it, or if you're using miniatures, put inside of it, showing it that it's being engulfed in. The base quite literally just goes on. And this is the Gelatinous Cube. Now, the other three that I got was the little fairy dragon, which I too personally I kind of like. The representation of it is it's really well done. I actually, unfortunately, I had to glue this one a little bit because on the base it's coming off when it shouldn't. And this is the myth. Now, these are two, as you can see, one invisible, one regular figure of the same miniature. I'm really against invisible figures because I think it's a lazy print in a set, but you can't do anything about it. Now, anyway, as I was saying, the main reason for this video. As far as I know, in D&D, there's, well, not just D&D, in miniatures in general, there's 3 official painted, printed figures for Gelatinous Cube. One of them is this version of this, which, there you go, separates and bam. And another one, which is the reason why I have to give a shout out to my mate Chris, is this. This is another officially created D&D, much later Gelatinous Cube. As you can see, right here. I don't know. There. And it's upside down. Gelatinous Cube. So Wizards of the Coast printed 2 of these. One of them is, this was a much earlier edition, and this is a current one. Now another one is printed by Pathfinder. Those are the 3 main Gelatinous Cubes that are already exist. Now, you could create your own Gelatinous Cubes. They're actually not that hard to create or imagine. For instance, I use these, which is little cubes, decorative cubes that can be represented for Gelatinous Cube. You can get these at your local 99-cent stores or Party City store. They're used for decoration vases purposes or not, just plastic. You can create your own out of just about anything. So you don't feel like you necessarily have to buy in order to get a Gelatinous Cube. It's a very iconic and very scary creature to fight. DM's favorites, players not so much. Now, I'm going to bring in this as well in here. This is not a Gelatinous Cube, but this is the second closest cousin to Gelatinous Cube. This is Black Pudding, which is placed here. And let's get down to business to compare the two Gelatinous Cubes and what are the difference. Now, the main difference is, of course, that the second one that was printed, it actually comes with 2 pieces, as I said, which is really, really cool, because you can use this as a standalone, kind of like engulfing, ice, caving, carving, whatever it is. I mean, use your imagination, guys. This can be used as not just part of the Gelatinous Cube. This, on the other hand, is straight up the Gelatinous Cube. So, we're going to take this, which is a Spectre. We're going to take a couple of golems, a clay and stone golem, to compare what fits into these Gelatinous Cubes. We're going to take, this is a HeroClix, World of Warcraft HeroClix, but I use it as a soldier, a gnoll, and a wolf. So let's just get right into it. Now, first things first, the Gelatinous Cube, which is this Gelatinous Cube right here. Now, inside of it is a base. This base perfectly fits with any D&D miniature that's average to small size. You put it inside, it goes straight in without any problems. Cover it up, very easy to close, and boom, I'm not sure if you're going to see it inside through the camera. You have a figure inside the Gelatinous Cube. And once again, to take it out, it's very easy. Bam, you take it out, figure is out. Now, with this, you can also fit a little bit larger pieces, such as a gnoll base, which goes in quite smooth. You just gotta go like that, and boom, you have a gnoll inside a Gelatinous Cube. Again, closes very well. Boom, boom. And you have a gnoll inside a Gelatinous Cube. You can test this as well as the Spectre. The reason why I brought him in here, because the Spectre is on the base. He's kind of floating. Now, I don't know what a Spectre would do inside a Gelatinous Cube, but point being, Spectre is a little bit harder to pull off inside of it. But essentially, you can still do it. It doesn't lock because the Spectre hits the top, but you can still pull it off. This is just to show you the actual size and what can and can't fit in. Now, golems. They're a little bit bigger. For this one, you would have to take off this part of the Gelatinous Cube. Just put him in, and he fits perfectly fine on top. Up to base, and you have fits well. So these kind of large figures can fit inside this Gelatinous Cube, but you would have to remove the second part of it. Oh, right. Again, same size. A little bit thicker pieces. Basically, you got it. You understand. No problem. Fits in. Well, adjustable. These things go on about for $18 to $20. Smallest price I've seen is $15 to $20 on a secondhand market. And if you don't want to keep on popping packs, which is a pack would cost you around actually the price of this, including tax, by all means, this is a great investment. If you have the money, only if you have the money. You don't necessarily have to buy it. So now the original Gelatinous Cube that was printed. As you can see by size comparison, it's smaller. It's a lot smaller. So it will not fit as many things. The base is plain. No indents, no anything, just smooth surface. One thing you have to know that if you fully lock the base into the cube, it's a pain in the... Like, I already wiggled it out to the point where it comes out easily, but when you first originally would get this, it was a pain in the butt to actually take the base out of the cube. So you would actually just have to just very carefully just up like that, and that's it. What can fit inside this cube? Once again, on the bottom of the base, put figure, fits perfectly fine. The visibility of it is much better. Well, the fact that I have light doesn't exactly help you guys, but it's not as moot as in the other one. However, figures like these, they don't fit well. The cube will wobble, and there's about a teeny bitty space like this from the base, so you cannot lock it. However, thick creatures like this fit perfectly fine. No base. Anything with bigger size, it waddles a lot. It doesn't connect to the base, it doesn't do anything. So this one you have to be a little bit more careful what you put inside. So yeah, these are the two, like I said, these are the two gelatinous cubes that exist out there. I don't have the Pathfinder one. I don't know how much it's going to cost to buy it. That you might have to research on your own. But this video was just to compare the two gelatinous cubes that are out by Wizards of the Coast. And like I said, there's one by Pathfinder. The one by Pathfinder is a little bit greenish / ice-ish color. So it will look a little bit differently. I have no idea whether the base is open for that one, but that's just it. As I said before, thank you for my boy Chris. He's the one who got me this for my birthday as a birthday present. And I was really extremely happy with this. This is one of the iconic creatures for D&D. This one I got by accident. I was lucky that my store had a thick pack of Monster Menagerie 2, and I knew the weight of this, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity to pick myself this one up. Any case, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you have any questions about these cubes or about the black pudding, leave comments in the comment section. If you have any suggestions about any other figures or anything that I might have to clarify for you, the size-wise or scale-wise, by all means, I'm more than happy to listen to your suggestions, comments, concerns. And it's been a pleasure. Thanks. Take care.